Hello, welcome to my channel. Renzo here. I'm gonna paint a sketch. I'm planning to obviously make a bigger version of this sketch, and I have these images. I have an idea about what I'm going to paint, how I'm gonna just place the fishes and the woman. And let's see what else I can do. Okay, hello, Case Williamstorp. Uh, Here are the colors that I'm gonna use. I'm going to use titanium white, cadmium yellow hue, cadmium orange hue, cadmium red hue, permanent alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, and ivory black. I'm going to add just one more color. It's gonna be burnt sienna. Okay, first I'm gonna sketch the woman. I'm mixing just burnt sienna and ultramarine blue. And let's see. Okay, let me see my whole space. I'm gonna place the head around here, shoulder, okay, the shadow here, the light is in this wall here. Okay, I can place one fish around here and the other one around here. Okay. Okay, now I'll try to just establish the size of the head in relationship to the body. Okay, the hand is gonna be around here, the arm, shoulder. Yeah, I think everything's okay. Yep. Now, I have like a lot of here with this photograph. It's pretty beautiful. Have the light and obviously the shadow. Everything here is going to be shadow. That means that I need to darken up the fish that I'm going to paint here, and do the same with this fish. Maybe half of the fish, this one is going to be in shadow and half is going to be in light, because of the light is coming from the left. Okay, what else I can do? Temperature. I can make this warmer and cool down a little bit more the shadow. Okay, right now the photograph, what I see is a neutral shadow. You see, just it's not really cool, it's not warm. We see I call it neutral when it's in the middle, which is beautiful too. I gotta think about that. Or I go with maybe in the shadow in this area with some violet. Okay, and more yellowish light, or maybe I keep it the same. Now I see one light here on this wall. I have to change this. Okay, maybe I'm gonna make all this area a little bit darker, and the light is gonna be just in this portion here and here. Okay, and obviously on the face and the shoulder. Okay, that means that this area is going to be my focal point. Okay, about one fish. Okay, this fish obviously is going to add some color. I think that's going to be the blue one. It's going to add some color, and this one is going to be the yellowy orangey one. Okay, I have orange here. That could be a good idea to add some orange. Make the hair more orangey. Yeah, just to keep some harmony. Okay, this fish is blue, maybe a little bit of blue over here or here, some touches. Okay, I'm trying to put my ideas just together. Sorry, it could be kind of confusing, but that's the way it is. You know, when we're painting, we kind of just going around things that we need to change, thinking about focal point, thinking about edges, thinking about first I'm planning to paint this maybe in 40 by 30 by 40 inches. That's a sketch. In a bigger space, definitely maybe I'm gonna feel the need to fill up some spaces. I gotta think about that because that's just different working from one scale, make it grow to a different scale. Hello Michael, hello Jonas, hello Gemma, hello Bones, Christine, Fatih, hello Manuel, hello Eric, hello Swapnil. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Now, as you can see, I have I'm painting in this. You can see this white, bluish fish. Okay, I'm thinking to paint this. Oh, sorry, I'm making a mistake here. I confused the color. Okay, this is here's gonna be the orangey one, and I think that's gonna be this one, the one that's white and a light blue, and the orange that's gonna be here. That's gonna be blue. I'm gonna just change the colors. Okay. Let's see. Or maybe I'll reverse the image. No, maybe I can reverse the image. Let me see. Yeah, this one is gonna be on the left, and this one is gonna be on the right. Okay, I'm gonna put it just in the same order. This one is gonna be on the left, and this one on the right. There. Okay, I'm gonna continue working on details on the face. I'm not gonna work too many details, because that's a sketch. It's more about if I got an idea during the process. I would love just to have a nice idea, and I did painting something kind of similar, not similar, but kind of with a fish a couple of days ago, and definitely one of those, this one or the other, that's gonna be for making a bigger painting. Not so sure yet. Maybe this one, maybe the other, but the other one I was like just maybe it has few elements to paint to make a bigger painting for that one, but I don't know. I just thinking out loud about the things that I'm planning to do. Okay. Just 1 second. Maybe the photograph I have here. Okay, let me see. The hand, the face, shadow. Shoulder. This color is okay. Maybe I'm gonna make it more, a little bit orangey. When I think about orangey, I think about the same color that I see on the photograph, just with a touch of orange to make it a little bit warmer. Okay, could be warmer here. I can cool down the color in this area. Okay, the shadow, it goes like this. I'm going to change to a different brush. This bristle brush, this one. You just want to paint a little bit faster here. Okay, I'm gonna mix black and white, a little bit of burnt sienna, more white. And with this I have a neutral gray. Okay, it's not cool, it's not really like warm, but if I gotta say it's a little bit warmer, but my intention is just to keep something in the middle. Try to keep something in the middle. Okay, let's see. I have my palette knife because when I make a sketch, it's like when I draw and I have an eraser. I paint and erase, I paint and erase. Okay, my palette knife, I use a lot of the palette knife when I'm sketching, especially with oil paint. Okay, now let's see a little bit of temperature. What if I make this light a little bit warmer? That's why I'm mixing just white and cadmium yellow. It could be cool, it could be blue, but you know, I prefer this. Okay, the face a little bit warmer on the light, the shoulder. Okay, let me see. I have one fish here and the other one here. Okay, this one, it could be coming from behind here, like the face is here and the body is just getting behind her back. The one here, the blue one, I need to use a different brush. Okay, this blue one could be here. Okay, let me see. I'm squinting down my eyes. I'm just trying to imagine this. Nothing is clear right now. It's just the way it is. Hello, Monique. Hello, Eric. Okay. I have. Oh, where's the other brush? Okay, here it is. Some light is on the hair. Okay. It's so clear that this is my focal point. Yeah. Okay. Now I can make some light hit on the fish here. This is some portion of the fish, considering that the tail is just, the fish is coming from behind her back. Yeah. She's holding hair here. Here's one hand. Okay, here is like this. Oh, you can see something kind of pretty obvious here. The hair is coming like this. I can make just the hair becomes the fish. Yeah, what do you think? Yep. Yeah, okay. The hair can become the fish, okay? That means that if I decide to add some blue here, I'm gonna do the same here. I'm gonna go with blue up here, blue, and maybe I can make the hair blue. Hey, that would be nice too. Let me see. Warm blue hair. Okay, maybe it's too much. Blue, everything kind of neutral. Yeah, something is not okay there. Okay, anyway, like I said, I have to just to continue and just erase, continue, replace a color, change. It's just the process, okay? Now, obviously, this I gotta say this is kind of a traditional process for saying some way. Like an yeah, I used to do this like I don't know so many years ago. I still do this on little tiny canvases. First, obviously, I sketch with just graphite, and then I make a quick sketch for color, basically, for color harmony. Now, uh, nowadays, obviously, it's better to use maybe any digital device, a tablet, a computer, Photoshop, anything you want. That's gonna be easier. Okay, and just mm, okay, what is okay? I'm gonna paint a little bit more of this. Just mixing black and white and adding a little bit of burnt umber to have a neutral gray. I'm not using any medium. You can use a medium every time you paint. It's not like I don't use any medium. My canvas. I feel my canvas is pretty good. I can spread the painting so easily, and it's not because of that. Sometimes I use medium, and I don't know if I don't have any reason to use it or use it. I just maybe I wake up that day and say, okay, I'm gonna use medium. There's not a specific reason. Sometimes, yes, I do more medium when I wanna paint a bigger area. Like I'm speaking about a 40 by 50 inches painting. Definitely, I wanna use some medium. Okay, let's see. Okay, I gotta go darker here. Mm. And let's continue drawing. Here's the arm. Okay, I'm thinking the hair is gonna become the fish. The hand is here. The hair becomes the fish. Here I have a hand. Okay, I have to clean out the space for the hand. Okay. Okay. What is okay? I have to make this area a little bit darker. Now here is where I can add some cool color here. Let me see the fish amount. Where's the fish? Just a second, I need to check out my camera because I think everything's too dark just here. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's closer to what I have here. That was pretty dark. Every time that was pretty dark. I'm mixing black, at least are greens and then blue. Let me see photograph again. Okay. Everything here is darker. Darker, okay. Then I choose to make it cooler, darker and cooler, obviously, because I'm planning to make this warmer. It's not like I have to make it cooler, okay? I could make it just darker, neutral, darker. But I just want to see that. I love that. Maybe the painting could be kind of mute, really mute, with just some accents, few accents. That would be usually, that would be, for sure the blue here, not usually, for sure the blue and the orange here. And maybe the face, I can make the hair a little bit orangey. I don't know about that yet, but let's continue. I'm adding this color to the shadow. Now when I decide to cool down the shadow, basically I'm using a simple rule, a warm light, cool shadow, a warm reflected light. Okay? I'm not inventing anything, I'm using a color theory rule. Okay? And obviously that's my first option. It's always, it's like maybe 50% intuition and 50% is just I want to use a solid foundation about color theory. And that's the foundation that we all acquired when we study color theory. It is kind of pretty simple. It's just to control the amount, exactly how warm, how cool, or keep it neutral, or whatever you want to do. Okay. Hello Mary, hello Glossam Reza. You're welcome, Monique. Monique, she loved the sharing my process. She's saying that sometimes she doesn't know how to start. Yeah, it's kind of difficult always to start something creative. Hello, Ernest Stevenson. He's saying that he loves these more complex compositions that are dynamic. Hello, Maggie. And Mary saying, "No problem. I started the last painting over again." Okay, last to the. Okay, yes. Hey, the last thing I have read, I think it was a response from Mary to Monique. Okay. Okay, let's. Let's see. Now, at the same time that I'm blocking the drawing, I'm blocking the color. I don't know if that's correct to say blocking the color, but I'm trying to just have an idea about the color. Okay, let's put a little bit of blue here. Okay, I'm gonna clean the brush. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of orange. So I need to see the photograph. Where is the fish? I lost the fish. I have lost the photograph. I close it. Where's the fish? Okay, here that it comes from here. Maybe I can open this more. Have more space. Yeah, maybe more space here. This blue, I have orange. Obviously this is gonna be a darker fish. Need to make it darker. That's the shape of the fish. Everything here is darker. Let me see. Okay, I'll keep this neutral. I make this a little bit cooler. Blue, orange. That's good. The shadow on the face. Okay, I can make the shadow on the face. I can exaggerate that and make it more like a little bit lighter and orangey. All the shadow. Yeah. What about that? Okay. I need to spread this orange. If I do something like that, not so sure about anything yet. I'm just thinking about something and just doing that here in order to see if that's gonna work or not. Okay. Now I can use a lighter orange to kind of represent the light here. Okay, now one thing I'm thinking about color harmony, I'm thinking about composition, I'm thinking about the idea, what is I'm gonna do. And I'm pushing myself to do that because that's the only way to try to come out with an idea. There's no another way. Sometimes I spend a lot of time thinking, but when I'm painting or drawing, that's when an idea comes out. It could be really simple. I mean, I don't know. You don't need to push yourself to be so creative, and you're gonna find out sometimes that you have seen something, maybe on a TV commercial, on a movie, and you end up kind of copying that, a little bit of that. It kind of you got that in your mind. It come out like an idea, and that happened to me so many times. And after finish up a painting, my sketch, I say, "Oh my God, that looks like what just I saw a movie about something kind of surrealistic." It wasn't my intention to copy that. I just, you know, it's just that. It's like it got into me. It was there, and it come out on my painting. Hello, Maggie. Hello, Michael. Alice is saying, I love it how imaginative and more meta fish. Yeah, I'm loving these meta fishes. I mean, these fishes are just amazing. Yeah, looking for things, I I became to know then. You know that I'm 50 years old and I have seen those fishes maybe. I know about these fishes maybe the last 5 years. I didn't know that this kind of fish existed. Wow, it could be sometimes. So sorry to say it, but the more beautiful fishes for me, or was those gold fishes, I think, those orangey, very beautiful orangey fishes. And when I have discovered this one, this one, just, I mean, this. Look at that; those fishes are just surreal. It doesn't look like real things. Okay, let's continue. Let's see the hand here. Okay, this is the hand. I'm adding more and more color. Okay. Just that. Okay. The shadow that is kind of warm here is the same shadow on the hand. It could be the same shadow, a little bit of the same. No shadow, the color on the hair here. And I can put some blue. Since I'm gonna make this hair become the fish. Now, when you have an idea, go with the idea, okay? It doesn't matter that you think it's so ridiculous. Maybe you gotta continue. You're not gonna know. You're not gonna know till the end, because that happened to me so many times. I have to stop and I say, what am I doing? I mean, this is kind of silly, and I have learned just to continue, not judge myself, not think that my idea is kind of stupid enough to stop me from painting. Okay, I got that. Let's push a little bit more this color. Obviously, thinking always about creating the illusion of depth. If I make this light brighter, I'm gonna think about this light. Maybe I'm gonna make it brighter, but I'm gonna change something in this highlight. It's gonna be not as warm as this one, or something, anything just to make the face pop forward. Okay. I'm gonna blend a little bit. And when it's about sketch, you can just finish up a really nice and beautiful sketch. It's not like because it's a sketch you're gonna go like, hey, it doesn't matter like the drawing or anything. No, I have sold like a couple, maybe more of my sketches, and I was planning to make the bigger painting. I never did the bigger painting. I have the ear in this area and the hand, which is kind of confusing here. Ear, finger like this. Okay. Yeah. I think everything's okay. I always try to simplify. For example, here I can see pretty clear a triangle even here in this area, a triangle in the face. Check out the angle on the light. And this is different from when I paint a portrait. When I paint a portrait, I try to have the photograph next to my painting. In this way, I can compare easily for the likeness. But here I have like a bunch of images on my screen. I have the image of the woman, the fish, the other fish, YouTube, the OBS, that's the program the program to control the streaming. I have to be switching between them in order to read the comments. Okay, Mir is telling me get the blue one, Lorenzo, to add more color. We always need more color. You you would love orange ones. Oh, you have orange fishes. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I love this orangey shadows because for me this creates some contrast and at the same time some transparency. Light, mid-tone, shadow. Okay, cool, warm, and warm, and at the same time transparency. You feel that. I mean, I should make this darker, but I gotta see. I gotta stop just to paint more. But definitely, this color adds some transparency to the skin. Eh, let's continue. A little bit of this orange. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna keep this area just gray. no like black and white, pure black and white. I created this gray just black and white and burnt sienna, which obviously is pretty easy to do. But if you don't like just black, you just mix burnt sienna and ultramarine blue and white. I just go with the simple option to gray down any color. Okay, let's see. Okay, the woman, fish, hair. This accent of blue would be really nice. Since this is gonna be a dark blue, okay, I can use some things blue here, and adding cerulean blue, a little bit of cerulean blue. I have it here, just to create some accents. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Hello, Sylvia. Eric is saying Fantair. Fantair. Guppies. Okay, bye, Mary. See you later. Okay. Hopefully this. Okay. I'm just thinking. I have this light. I love the light in the photograph. This intense light, shadow. I think the harmony is pretty good between this color, this color, this color. But you see in the photograph, the harmony is pretty good. Yeah. I gotta think what to do about the orange on the face. Keep it. I think I'm gonna keep it orange. That's gonna be okay. Okay, down here. Okay, maybe I'm gonna make it darker. No. Okay. I'm just going to add more light in this area. Okay, one thing I can do is to change the shadow here, and since I can see kind of a profile view, yeah, I can make a profile view here, the face, yeah, something like that. Okay, the light continues hitting this area. The light is gonna be more yellowish and lighter in this area here. But it's gonna spread over this area. Let's see, shoulder, shadow, just there. Let me step back. Yeah, I think it's okay. for the fish. This one, the orange one. Okay, I have it here. I just closed down the window by mistake. Okay, let's see the fish here. Holding. Yeah, I'm gonna move this fish over here. I don't have too much paint right now, but anyway, I prefer to erase a little bit. Oh, wait, my son is calling me. Con tarjeta. Sorry. For the people that know me, you know my son sometimes asks me to pay the delivery food. Okay. I'm gonna draw this fish. Okay, just thinking. Just thinking. Okay. This, I'm thinking about this, making the fish here, or making that is coming from behind, between the shadow and here. Okay, or okay, what else? Yeah, and I make it bigger than this one, and make it smaller. Let's say that the body is here. Okay, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of orange. One eye is here, the other eye is here, the mouth is here. Okay. What about her back? Think about her back. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, let's think about this. The color of this fish, that's gonna be orange. Let's put some orange. Orange and red. More. I need to see more of this orange in order to just for thinking about the color harmony. Okay, orange. Yeah, you know what I want? I want to add some orange here too. Now this color that I'm adding here is an effect that is happening in reality, but it's pretty subtle. So subtle that sometimes we cannot see. It's just imagine that when the sun is, you see the sun through your fingers and you see some kind of orangey color. I mean that happens usually, and the limit between light and shadow. For example, here and here. Okay. Sometimes you can skip on this if you want to. Now if you don't paint that, it's not like it's gonna affect your painting that much. but it's good to know what is happening. Okay, in this way you can choose to paint it or not paint it. Depends on your own composition. Okay. Mm. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Linda. Okay. Let's continue. No, I gotta just stop and think. We gotta step back and always. It's kind of tough because, but we gotta. There's no other way. Okay. Think about composition. Composition that would be this kind of simple because I'm not putting too many elements. It's kind of everything concentrated here. It's kind of simple. Okay. Yeah. Think about color harmony. Think about focal point. Color harmony. I think I got that. The focal point is pretty easy to spot the focal point here. The light is coming here. Yeah. About an idea, I don't know, but I'm just making the hair and the fish one and adding this profile to the shadow. Okay, I'm painting this fish just to put it there. Okay. Now what else I can do? I mean, I thinking about maybe adding some bubbles here. Since let's say that she's kind of under the water, but at the same time it's not. Yeah, who knows? Some bubbles here. You know that when the bubbles that it just happens to when we just blow air the water, under the water, those bubbles. Okay. Yeah. I don't like the idea too much. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay. I just need to continue painting and okay. Now I'm gonna stop thinking about anything. I'm gonna just try to copy the face. Try to have some details. Okay. Let's see. Every time that I'm going to draw a face, I'm always thinking about proportions. Okay. If you have checked out my channel, you know that I use that all the time. Okay. Remember, that's a combination between what you see, what you know, and doing this proportion is what we know about how to split the face in portions and to be in order to place the position of the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Okay, let's see. One eye, the other eye, nose, mouth. Okay. Everything is kind of tilted. It's like the face is going like this. Okay. And let's soften everything. And add a little bit of orange here to the forehead. Okay, let's see. Again, have light. And now I'm I gotta just move my eyes from the photograph to the painting. Keep comparing and comparing. Okay, there's a shadow here. It's in the photograph from the window, but I'm not gonna copy that. Okay. Okay, let's see the hand. Let's see. Always simplify. Okay. Simplify is always make it easier to move what we see on the photograph to my canvas, because I'm moving just simple shapes, and then once I have moved the shape, then I can think about adding details. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Just a second, I need to step back. Okay, look at the size of my head. Look at the size of the shadow. Yeah, it's something that is not, I don't like this. Look at the size. Maybe I should reduce. I can make a tiny eye here, maybe. Pretty subtle, pretty subtle. Pretty subtle. Okay, another thing is the shoulder here. Maybe it's darker. Okay, I'm gonna just clean this. I'm not trying to erase the fish is here. I'm trying to take out a little bit of the paint from this area because I want to darken up that. I'm just adding pure black. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make this darker too. Okay, I want to create more contrast in this area. First, to see the fish. Okay, and obviously second that. I mean, I think first that I can see the shadow in the photograph, and I think it's pretty beautiful. Okay, and I don't have the contrast that I see on the photograph. And I think that's something that I would like to copy. Okay. Let's see. I want to make everything around a little bit darker. All this. Now this is another thing that's pretty simple. Obviously, if I make everything dark and round, basically concentrating the light in one area. Okay. If you wanna see some light glow, what you do is just surround that light with shadow. Yeah. Maybe you need to make a light glow and you're adding more and more white and white and nothing is happening. When that happens, that's the time to think what's happening around that light that you want to just create that effect that is glowing. Okay. Okay. Step back again. I'm going to add some more light here. Now adding pure white, obviously I'm thinking about values right now. I'm not thinking about the color, temperature, or anything. Okay. I can add on top of this a little bit of yellow to make this light warmer, but I gotta see. Okay, I gotta see what happens if I add more light here. Because now that I have added this profile here, it's like I have introduced a new character, a new object to my painting. It's not gonna be just about hair anymore. It's like having another somebody else here. Shadow. The shadow follows the shape of the shoulder. Okay, the fish is here. Okay. This fish is like it's not doing anything here. It's doing nothing. Even if I raise the fish here, nothing is gonna happen. Maybe I can just change it and put something else there, anything. But I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. Okay. You know that when we go on the process of trying to be creative, it's just ideas flies around, and I'm trying to keep informed you you're all about what's happening here and what I'm thinking. Eh? And when I think an idea, I gotta think about composition and always about color harmony and if that's gonna work or not. Okay, I'm gonna blend everything a little bit. I'll just clean one brush that I have here. Clean the brush. Maybe this shadow could be a guy. Oh no, maybe I can add to this shadow an arm, since I'm making the shadow of the shoulder too. Yeah, it could be, for example, if I'm just making a shadow of the face, which is kind of simple. I mean, we don't obviously the shadow of the face. We don't see the shadow of the face on the photograph. But if we move the face, the light, definitely we're gonna see something. Now, obviously, this could be another person. I can make a shadow of the hand here, just moving a different position. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, I have painted a shadow once, and I have seen a shadow like that, and I have an idea about, maybe I'm gonna just try to, let's say it, let's say that, what I mean, let's put a hand here, okay? I don't even clear about this, but let's put a hand that is kind of just like this. Let's put a hand like this. Okay, and she's like uh, blowing some kind of flower here or anything. Yeah, yeah, that could be another idea. Making this hand too big. Okay, I'm gonna soften that. Just a second, I need to clean my brush. Okay, let's see that she has something here on top of the hand. It's like when somebody just blows what? These tiny flowers that they go like on the air. Yeah. Now, this could be maybe too distracting from what is happening here in the background. What is happening here now? I feel that it's happening more on the background than what is happening here on the. You know. I don't know. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, it's just like things come out on the process. I gotta put them on my painting. I gotta see if those things are gonna work out on my painting, or maybe not. If that something works, I'm gonna leave it there. If something doesn't work, I'm gonna erase it. Mm, yeah, I don't know. Oh, Mir is telling me this is so unique. Have you taken your son fishing lately? Yeah, yeah, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that that idea came to me because of that. Yeah, yeah. I don't know where did I get this idea about the fishes. I have seen definitely that in some paintings. It's not like this is so original. I have seen that. I don't know where, but definitely I have seen that in some place. And it's just, you know, let's say that I'm pretty sure if I start looking for paintings with fishes, I'm gonna find so many paintings, and it's just like painting my own version. That, oops, that what I think. Uh, just a second. I broke a brush here. Okay, I'm gonna continue working on the face. Okay, this is not too pointy. It's a different brush. Just a second. Looking for a brush. Just a minute. I don't have more pointy brushes. I left some brushes outside. I was cleaning some brushes. I left, I think, so many of them outside. second, just a second. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. This angled brush that I think it could be useful. Okay, it's pretty good. Mm. Adding a little bit of red to paint the mouth. Let's see, she looks like she's kind of smiling. I remember, I love surrealism, and I know exactly why. And because of one of my uncles. My family, there are so many painters. My uncle was a painter and a teacher in a school of art in a city in the south here. Okay, and he used to show me the Lee's painting, and he admired the Lee that just too much. He was always showing me, oh, look at this painting, look at this painting. And that happened every time that I went to visit my mom's family in the south. The south is a city that is called Arequipa, and it's like by car it's 20 hours from here, from Lima, the capital of Peru. Yeah? Flying by plane is just 15 minutes. Sorry, 50 minutes, not 15. 15 minutes, that would be too close. 40 minutes, an hour maybe. Yeah. And he was always like, look at this painting, look at those amazing, those ideas. I remember he had a book with a lot of Dali's paintings, and I was amazed about all those paintings. And but I was getting older. I got more attraction for more classical painters. Let's say in some way the painters that represent reality just in an amazing way, like Rembrandt. You know, typical. All the classical painters. And I admired always Impressionism because of color harmony. You know, because I think that was the period on history that color color just blow, and you know it becomes. It was an exciting time because of new colors were in the market at that time, and uh, the way to use the colors. I think for me, from Impressionism, the painter that I admired the most. I think it was from post Impressionism, George Seurat. Yeah, I think he's a master about color. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Jennifer. Ernest keeps the shadow profile. It adds fantasy. Mir is telling me Arequipa isn't any closer to Machu Picchu than Lima, though you might have relatives near the dream art colony. Yeah, yeah, it's closer to Machu Picchu. You know, from Arequipa to Machu Picchu, that could be like what, 4 hours, maybe 6 hours by car. Yeah, by plane, maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It's, yeah, maybe 20 minutes. It's kind of in the middle, you know, from Lima to Cusco. Arequipa is not exactly in the middle, but it's kind of on the way to Cusco. And this is a good place. So many people before going to Machu Picchu. So many people goes to Arequipa. Why? Because Arequipa is a little bit higher than Lima, okay, but not as higher as Machu Picchu. And they get there to stay there maybe a week, 2 weeks, to kind of get used to the high altitude on the Sierra. Okay, and then when they feel that they are ready, then they go to Machu Picchu. Yeah, because so many people can have so many problems if they go directly to a place that is that high. Yeah. Even for me, you know, I was born in that city, Arequipa, and let's say that my lungs have breathed that air on that at high altitude on the Sierra. And anyway, if I go, I've been living in Lima for my whole life, basically. If I go to a place that is pretty high, I'm gonna feel it. I feel it. Okay, you have a headache that's gonna be there for like a couple of days until your body start to just get comfortable with the oxygen and all of that. Let me see. I'm trying just to smooth everything. And this area, Arequipa, is like here in Lima we have 10 million people. In Arequipa is just like 2 million people. There is a school of art there, and my uncle used to work there. I used to go look for him when he was teaching. My uncle, he used to teach for a living and paint portraits. Everybody in my family used to paint portraits. That's a curse or a blessed. Forgot that about my uncle. He used to paint portraits. A lot of them. But something's not okay with the face. Well, I can tame that, but I have to continue. I want to work a little bit more, and then I'm gonna move to the hand It's squinting down my eyes, thinking about. Okay. Mm-hmm. I just. Okay, I'm gonna work on the fabric here. Yeah. The funny thing, that's my uncle when I was a kid. For him, he was like, he used to tell my mom, uh, he has to be a painter, you know. And my mom was like, I don't want him to be a painter. It was kind of funny. Who wants to be a painter? I mean, everybody wants to be a doctor here. Everybody wants to be a doctor, a lawyer. Okay. Speaking about Arequipa, this city is like when if somebody son of you go there, you're gonna feel like, I mean, you're in Japan. Not because of the people, because there is a big volcano, and the city is just around. It's like on the lip of the volcano. Yeah, and even you're gonna is if you investigate about that, even they say if someday this volcano just explode, okay, it's going to kind of destroy the whole city. But people don't care about that. It's pretty nice to wake up every morning. You just look up, and you see a really clean, beautiful blue sky, and the volcano there that looks that is pretty close that you can even touch it with your hand. Obviously, is kind of far away. Not that far away because you can see houses there that it goes like getting close, pretty close to the volcano, which is pretty amazing. And at the same time, this place there is always a lot of how do you say earthquakes, tremors, a lot of them all the time. It's just like even maybe even daily you can feel this because of that. You know that. I don't know if that's because of the volcano or I don't know. And another thing that always was amazed every time that I went there is the amount of stars that you can see. Every time at night I look up and wow, it's just you can see millions of stars, which is different here in Lima. Lima is like nothing. Everything is just gray. The sky is gray. The sky is gray. At night you can see just maybe one star. Just you think, oh, one star. They say, wait, no, that's a plane. Oh my God, not even a star on the sky. Just a second. Sí. Está ahí yo en mi pantalón o ahí apoyado. Sí. Sorry, was my son. Was my dog. First was my son. Second was my little dog. You need a smaller brush. Okay, fine. I found a smaller brush. Right now I'm just working on details to make it more realistic. The painting a little bit more realistic. Let's read some comments. Dogs speak the same language all over the world. Hello KD, hello Jose, hello Leticia. I'm just trying to keep this with kind of a mute harmony here, the same that in the photograph. Maybe I'm gonna add a little bit of a glaze, maybe of. I mean, when I say a glaze, it means I'm thinking just to when I go back to this painting, maybe in a couple of days, a glaze of a cool color on the shadow to see if that works. But definitely right now I have a clear idea about the colors. Those little touches, they're not gonna change that much. Now when I go over the bigger painting, the one thing that I'm gonna think more about, that's gonna be this fish here, because I think since I have the profile and the hand and at the same time I think I can add something here. Yeah. Now I'm thinking, what the hell is this fish doing here? It's kind of just too many things in this area. Yeah. And I'm thinking, okay, what about if I just erase that, and I kind of show the silhouette of this person here, a more clear silhouette. Even I can show here part of the body. Okay, but that means that I'm not gonna have any orange here. That means less color to the painting. Yeah. And maybe I can add something more that just to add color to the painting. And maybe you can make it smaller. Yeah, so those things that I need to think more. And obviously I'm trying to imagine what's gonna happen there. And it's pretty difficult to try to imagine something visually. It's better just to pick up Photoshop and just do it there. But once you're painting, there is no other option, just trying to imagine what's gonna happen. And for example, another thing when I think about color. Okay, just a minute, I got lost here. I got lost on my thoughts. Oh. Okay, I don't know where I was about to say something. Sorry, I forgot. I was speaking about color. I was speaking about maybe some kind of contrast, because that's what I usually I go around that so many times, about simultaneous contrast, about contrast between temperature, about contrast between complementary colors. Even here, we can have contrast between complementary colors, even that everything could be pretty subtle. It's not like we need to see contrast between red and green, like intense red, intense green. No, we can have just something pretty subtle, but it's gonna be contrast. Okay. Contrast is just something that, I mean, every time that we paint, there is contrast. It's just about us, how we play with that, how much we push that, and thinking about always about temperature, simultaneous contrast, complementary contrast. You know, there is more contrast that we should study. At least there are 7 contrasts that we should all study in order to understand better color harmony. Hello, Eve. Uh, Miriam says, "Give me the orange fish had bubbles. Where did they go?" I don't know. No, I painted some. I painted some bubbles here, from, let's say, the shadow mouth. From here, something like that. I was thinking about that. Yeah, and then I erased them. I don't remember when I erased them, but definitely, if I'm adding this hand here, maybe the bubbles, that's not gonna be an option anymore. Or maybe I just erase the hand. Yeah, okay, let's continue painting and thinking. I don't know what to do about that yet, about this area and this. I'm just waiting, I'm just waiting for something to come out from my mind, an idea about this. But right now I have nothing. And since I have nothing, I'm just copying this blouse. I don't know what's this. But anyway, I'm just copying this. can see a little bit of the shoulder, I think. Here, okay. I'm gonna paint a little bit of this fish. Hey, wait. Still need to do something more here. I don't see the elbow. I think everything is too dark here to show the elbow. Yeah. Squinting down my eyes. Yeah, I think it's okay. This is here. His shoulders here. Okay, let's paint a little bit of the fish. Mary saying all your ideas can be incorporated. I think you need the hand. Yeah. That adds something, yeah. And that's gonna make me even paint maybe more here. Yeah. It's like I need more space in this area. Hand, arm, forearm, arm. Yeah. Okay. Let's paint the fish, the blue fish. It's not completely blue. It has some red. That's the beauty about these fishes. A little bit of pure ultramarine here. step back, check out. When I see an idea, something here on a painting, one of my paintings, but I don't see it very realistic. I don't like it. I need to. That's why on the sketches I try to make it more realistic, and then I'm gonna be able to judge better. Yeah, but anyone has a different way to, let's say, visualize or imagine a sketch. I'm trying to remember some of my friends. Yeah, I don't remember. Like, I remember one that he was pretty neat about making a sketch and just pencil and then a tiny sketch for color, which is pretty rare. I mean, painters, the painters that I have known, it's like everybody prefer just go directly on the canvas sometimes, or make a quick sketch on a piece of paper, and that's it. Even my friends, uh, I remember so clearly some of their styles. I remember one of my friends just going directly to the canvas and painting and mixing the colors on the canvas and just, you know, trying to get something on the to see something on the canvas, and that was enough just to continue and continue and continue. And it's kind of having half of the idea just, and when you see just your idea coming to life on the canvas, then that brings more things. Just like the profile here and the hand here, and definitely if I keep thinking, maybe I can add more things, but it's not about, that more things makes things a little bit complicated in terms of composition, because I don't know what's my focal point, what about color, and that's what I want. I think that I can end up putting a lot of things on my painting, but that doesn't mean that my painting is going to be more uh, beautiful or nice. I don't know. Maybe it will, but for me, I think I'm okay just with a few elements. But even that is it's not gonna be always the same case, because sometimes, maybe in some period of my life or anybody's life, somebody's gonna is painting pretty simple, maybe simple paintings with few elements. A few years later, it's about adding a lot of things, a lot of elements. Okay. It doesn't look like it's coming from the hair. I have to do something more there. I don't know what to do right now, but I gotta do something more. Maybe just about the color. Let's see. I'm gonna mix a dark brown and let's put the color of the hair into the fish. Okay, what about the contrast? And I think that's okay. Maybe I should make this darker. No. Okay. I was thinking about painting an eye here, but what if I paint a little bit more of the face, like a real face? A light here for the zygomatic bone, a light here for the forehead, a light here. So let's see. I'm just trying to put a little bit of light on the zygomatic bone and on the forehead to get the idea of more, add some volume to the shadow. Okay, where's my brush for blending? This one. I want to soft everything. Let's see. Monique is telling me love to see your sketches for larger paintings. Yeah, I have some of drawings. Yeah, no paintings. I have painted few sketches, and I think I have some of them. I don't even remember. I sold some of them, and but smaller ones, really smaller ones, and even sometimes I have painted on top of those ones. Okay. But drawings, yeah, I have a lot of drawings about. I don't even know where I have so many paintings, so many things here, and you know, I'm not pretty neat about keeping my things, and I remember I found a box with some sketches. It was like a big box, like I don't know, 1,000, maybe 2,000 sketches, little sketches, just fast sketches, and I think it was ruined. I haven't seen that box for a while, for years. So sorry. For me, it was those sketches. It was just that, an sketch. I didn't pay too much attention to them. I was to try to get an idea about the composition. And once I got the painting, Eh, And I mean, it's like at the same time, I gotta say, like 99% of them didn't become a painter, a painting, a bigger painting ever. Just like maybe 90% of them, no, no, 99 that would be too much, but 90% of them didn't become a bigger painting. You know, sometimes I have spent some time sketching, 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 sketching. And I didn't get anything, and I went to my canvas and I started painting directly. And the pressure of being on my own canvas, that pushed me a little bit more, and to try to think harder, and knowing that I didn't want to ruin a bigger canvas. I come out with some idea. It's something pretty simple, if you have seen all my paintings, they're not like super surrealistic, amazing fantasy paintings. Just little details, little things that I love to do just to what? Don't get bored. And even sometimes I have added some things uh, that I don't even had a reason or a story or nothing. Like today is something like that. You know, I could get to this by sketching a piece of paper, and I get okay. That's the idea. That's what I wanted. Okay, I can start with an idea. Like some of my friends, I remember used to say that, like, hey, something happened. Like, oh no, what? Any news? Yeah, like anything, any news, and say, let's paint about that. This is just the way that a painter has to stand up and speak out about a problem in society. Anything. And sometimes it was about just adding anything. I remember I did a painting. It was really nice. I ended up painting. It was a guy, a woman, and some kind of boxes on a wall. And in each box, it was like a toy, a door, a dog, or I don't. I mean, some elements, and I put them just randomly without any. But at the end, when you saw the whole painting, when you see the whole painting, you think, "Oh my God, looks like there is a relationship between all of them. There is a reason." I remember somebody asked me, "Why do you do that?" And I didn't know what to say because it was just things that come out at the moment when I was painting. And this guy was, okay, I think I got your idea. Let me explain that idea to you. You let me know if I'm right. And he started to explain the idea. This is because of this. This is because of that. Uh, and wow, I was thinking, wow, that's pretty nice that somebody sees so many things on the painting. And at the end, said, hey, what do you think? I'm right. You thought about all of that? And I said, yeah, I thought all of that. You know, that was pretty funny. What I'm trying to say sometimes that you have a really clear idea about what to paint, and sometimes it's just like I don't know, intuition, call it whatever you want. It's just you just paint. In that occasion, it was in an art gallery exhibition, and that guy I remember told me explain my own painting to me. It was like, oh, and then somebody came and asked me, what do you try to say with this painting, with all those objects? And I gave the explanation to the other person that the guy gave me. I say, oh my God, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Alice is saying, I love her shadow. Maybe she's making a wish or just daydreaming. Either way, it's telling a story. Makes the audience wonder what the story is. Yeah, tell me story, tell me story. Yeah, we're gonna find. Let's find out the story together. You all and me. Help me to explain this painting. Materieties. Hello, just want to say I've just found your channel and really enjoy your work and composition. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I need to step back a little bit. Let's see. Okay. Mm, yeah, yeah, I love this. I love this. Obviously, I need to put more work on the face, and I don't know if I should go with more contrast. I'm just thinking. Mm, okay, okay. Maybe I gotta just add more here. Here. Yeah, I don't like this. It's like she's holding her ear because of this. Yeah, maybe I can just create another fish coming out from here. No, a smaller fish. Okay, yeah, maybe a smaller fish here coming from the here. Okay, what about the bubbles here? But I don't know about the bubbles. Yeah. Okay, let's think about values because I can make this darker. You see that I can make this really darker just to create more contrast and the shadow too. Let's make it darker. I want to see more contrast here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this contrast, but definitely I need to see it. Okay, because the painting is kind of pretty soft. Okay. Barbara Bar is saying, I'm enjoying this so much. Your stories are making me laugh out loud. That's good. That's difficult to make people laugh. I need to darken up here and here. Anyone has an idea about the maybe that could help me to add more elements? Okay, adding more contrast. I think that's better. Yeah, okay, let's see, let's continue. Okay, shadow here, shadow here. Kind of the shadow continues all this way from here. Okay, looks like. Everything is darker here. Everything should be darker here too. Okay, let's make everything darker here. Little fish. Maybe I'm gonna just get rid of this little fish here. Okay, let's continue with the shadow. Now everything is darker here. Darker. Dark. Dark. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. I can see that it goes darker all the way, but I love this softness in this area. Okay, yeah. I love the softness there. I'm just mixing black and burnt sienna. Obviously, if I paint a bigger painting, maybe I'm not gonna use black and burnt sienna. I'm gonna one color for this area could be burnt umber. But right now, I'm just blocking, you know, trying to establish values. As you can see, is an ongoing process because this everything was lighter and now it's darker. It depends. I mean, maybe I'm gonna change it again, make it lighter. I cannot say that what's gonna happen. I'm gonna clean the brush. One brush. I'm gonna pick up white and yellow again. Let's put some accents here. A touch of orange. Here I want to feel the light hitting the face in that area. That's okay. That's making this pop forward. That's good. I have a strong light here too. But you know, I gotta control because on the photograph I can see that this is brighter. Okay. On my painting, I don't know if that bright that's gonna work. Yeah. My painting I have more elements. I have this one here. Okay, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna make this brighter. I don't think I'm gonna make it a brighter. Okay. Just blend this a little bit with a smaller brush. I drop my palette knife. Okay, that's okay, I think. It's been 2 hours. Oh, that's good. The fish and the shadow could be both blowing bubbles. Okay, thank you, Barbara. Maybe a hint of a window. Okay, thank you. The dark red. I'm using basically a dark permanent Elysian crimson with black. Okay. A shadow below the nose. Even that I don't see a shadow here on the base of the nose. We need to have a shadow, okay? Because this is a rounded area. Just too small. This space is just too small. Maybe I should put the shadow on top of the forehead. Oh. No. The other thing about painting this creative paintings, I have like right now maybe six, yeah, six or maybe 10. I have lost the count. Big canvases, like 50 by 60 inches paintings. I have them there for maybe the last year, and a couple of them maybe for the last 2 years. And sometimes I found really difficult to find an idea that is something like I said, okay, this is what I needed, and that's it. And the funny thing is that when I saw my paintings from years, I think, oh my God, that took me so long. I mean, that was kind of simple. What happened? It, what can I say? Just that. I said, why did you keep that painting for a couple of years? I mean, and I started a couple of paintings like a year ago, big ones. I prefer the smaller ones. It's easy to just finish up. At the same time, I finished up like maybe a couple of smaller paintings. But definitely, it takes me a lot of time just to put something that is gonna be like, okay, I feel that, oh, that's what I wanted to do. Sometimes I see my painting and I think that's so empty. You know, there are some elements there just like a collage. They don't telling stories. Like nothing is happening there. And sometimes I at a painting that I don't know what's happening. I don't have an idea. I didn't plan it, but I know that some people just think that something is happening there. That there's a story behind, and I'm pretty happy when that happened. Okay, another thing that I'm not mentioning is, for example, thinking about proportions. What about the size of the hand? It's too big. It's too small. When you think about the idea, you don't think too much about those things sometimes, but that's pretty important to know if something is off in the realistic portion of the painting. That's gonna affect definitely the painting. It's just like that. Okay, I'm gonna add more orange to the fingers. Okay, here. What about the color? Yeah, that's good. Definitely, that's gonna make me change something here. The ear, it has to be more orangey. Okay, more red and orange. Just pure red and orange. Since everything is wet, it's gonna get mixed here. Okay. Okay, Mary, bye. darker color. And what I consider maybe the worst part about making sketches is that so many times I end up, and after like a few days I think I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Nothing about that sketch. I don't like anything about that sketch. And it end up there, just as an idea that never came to life. But you know, that's normal. We gotta take it just like part of the process, painting or trying to come out with something. I'm just killing the edge here and making it darker just to create the roundness on the face. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the hair here in this area, but definitely I gotta do something. Okay, I'll add a little bit of red. This fish here that you see is more reddish than bluish. I decided to make it bluish, but I can change it. I think it's gonna be better if I make it more reddish. Let's see. Not so sure yet, but let's see. I think it's gonna be better. Okay, things that I like about this painting is this area. I love the color. Okay, I don't like this. I think I need to work more to integrate this fish. Okay, about values, maybe darken up more. I think this shadow is pretty good. Okay, it separates the body from here. Now about the face, I gotta put more time on the face. Okay. The hand the same, I gotta put more time on. Now what about this face here? I like it. I don't know what else to do with this face and with the hand. What about this little fish? I'm gonna paint little fish. If I don't like it, I'm gonna erase it. Right now I'm gonna paint a little bit this fish. to zoom in the image. Okay, let's see, let's paint this little fish. First I'm gonna add a little bit of light. So many details here. Wow. I don't know where to start. So many details in this little fish. Let's paint the eyes to have an idea about the face. Oh, let's put eyes to this one too. Oops. Good night, Barbara. I'm gonna add the light here. Yeah, I like it. A little bit of light here. Okay, I'm gonna continue just telling you about the city where I was born. Just to speak about something because right now I'm just uh, about the painting, not thinking especially about anything, just trying to copy this fish and trying to see if that helps with the composition. I think it's gonna work. Yeah. If I add a lot of detail, I can make it beautiful. Yeah, I can make it work. Okay. Anyway, not so sure. It's like a dream. Oh, thank you, Monique. Hello, Margaret. Nice composition. Is she a mermaid? Well, could be, eh? No, to be honest, no. I have started with just the woman and these two images, and then from there I started just to building up a little bit more, like the shadow here. But let's say that it's just it's an ongoing process, but I don't have I didn't have at the beginning a clear idea about what to do. Just I wanted to, let's say, evolve here with the idea as I paint. I don't think I'm gonna add anything more to the painting. I mean I didn't add too many things, just this and this, eh? And making the hair part of the fish. And the doubt I have right now is about the bubbles, if I paint bubbles or not. Now at the same time, for example, this is getting confused with the arm. That's something that it shouldn't be something, we shouldn't have that kind of overlapping one on top of another thing. It just creates confusion. And I gotta say that I'm gonna think about this. Maybe I'm gonna erase that. I don't know, but I gotta just put extra attention to that area. Every time that there is an overlapping, okay, double check that, because maybe it's gonna create some kind of confusion on the image, on both. The one is below and the one is up. See? Hello, her kunk. Okay, I don't understand that. Monique is asking me, do you remember your dreams that helped to create a painting? No, to be honest, I don't remember my dreams. I love to. Usually, I forget my dreams. For looking for inspiration, basically, it's more about reading a story, watching a movie, watching the news. It's a little inspiration there. And watching more paintings. I mean, even that sometimes I have painted something, and after a while I just, it looks like I have copied maybe somebody without intention, because I've been watching so many paintings I got caught up in some particular painting and I loved it. And you know that eventually I end up kind of making another version that about something that I have seen. That's inevitable. That's inevitable. You know, I don't think too much about that. Uh, it's more for me. It's more like just like painting, paint, and paint. Yeah. I remember that I end up having a lot of ideas. I think I didn't paint any idea when I saw a movie. It was a really old movie. I think the director, I think it was Terry Gilliam. I don't know if somebody knows him. Terry Gilliam, Gilliams or Terry Gilliam. I don't remember. Brazil. That was the name of the movie. Brazil. I think I remember that Robert De Niro acted in that movie, and that's just an amazing, surrealistic movie. And obviously, after watching the movie, it kind of a lot of ideas started just to pumping up on my head next day. But you know, it was just ideas related with the movie. And what can you say? So I'm not gonna say that was my own ideas, but it's the information. You know, the ideas come out from the information we got everywhere, from reading a book, from watching a movie, anything can give us an idea. And for example, for a lot of my friends, some of them, a group of them, that they always wanted to kind of use art to protest against things that they thought that were just not fair, to fight injustice or anything like that. Yeah. What's the inspiration for that type of painting or art? You know, reality was things that are happening at the moment. It's the same. I think I don't. I just to think too much about that. Like I should painting something like that. I think it's. I don't know. I think I copying something somebody else. It's not my own idea. I end up thinking about that because who cares? There's so many paintings, so many painters. That's kind of impossible not to find something similar. Yeah, and instead of thinking about that, I prefer to spend my time just painting. Okay, I need to step back. Let's see. I like it. Maybe I'm having a problem on the drawing, with the drawing aspect. The shoulder, I think, is too up. Maybe I should lower the shoulder. Okay. Or maybe it's just like a broad shoulder. They should just narrow the shoulder. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Okay, what else? Yeah, I think I can fix this thing about the fish and the hair just by adding more hair here getting into the fish, then I think I can just create a combination between them. Okay. I can make this darker. Okay, now let's see the size of the hand. I think is maybe too big. I need to zoom in to see that. Yeah, maybe it's about. Okay. Let me think. Let me think. We have a narrow here. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, what I should do? I love this fish at the end. Yeah, I love it. It looks like yes, it's coming forward. Yeah, that's nice. I don't like this one. Yeah, well, I gotta put more time on this one. Maybe it's about about contrast more than anything. You know, this fish it has it's darker around the contrast around the fish. If I make it darker here, yeah, maybe that's gonna help. Yeah, I think that definitely helps. Okay. I have more color here. It's more orangey. That's good. Everything is kind of mute, except this fish that I can make it more orangey or yellowish. Uh, Definitely, I cannot make it that yellowish like the photograph because that's gonna just pop up too much. No, the other one. Okay. Now I have this here. I can put bubbles. I just keep it. Maybe I just keep it like that. I mean, meh, if I don't find anything, it could be just like she's blowing something eh, here, and we don't know what. That's gonna be like that. We won't know what ever. Okay. Now I can make a more visible face on the shadow. Just make it flat. Let's make it flat just for a minute. No, a question that I have. What she's doing? She's grabbing her ear. For what? She's listening something. Hmm. Has to do anything with this. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, what else? What else? Maybe this hand is too big. Okay, what is thinking about color harmony? I think everything is okay with the color, like softness. I have established some temperature on the light. Okay. I have my focal point, the tension here. I obviously I need to do a lot of things. For example, the face. I need to add highlight, reddish areas, greenish areas, like the things like I usually do on a portrait. Okay, and thinking about um, adding some glazes, for example, because right now I just have one color. I have established one color and light and shadow. That's it. But for example, the image is too small, but there is always a shadow here, the corner of the eye. Why? Because to represent here the bump of the bone in this area. Okay, there is a shadow here, and there is light always here. Why? To represent the zygomatic bone here, the cheekbone in this area. Okay, I gotta pay attention to all those details. Maybe not for this sketch, but obviously when I decide to make this bigger, or even for the sketch, it depends, depends what I think about this sketch tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna leave it just like that. That's it. Or maybe I'm gonna put more work. Maybe it's not gonna work for a bigger painting, but it's gonna work just to keep it like that, like a smaller painting, a smaller sketch. So many things that I can do. What do you think? Do you think it worth to make it bigger? Maybe tomorrow I wanna try again. Eventually I'm gonna get a nice idea. I mean, at least I have two. I have the one that I did painted a couple of days ago, and now I have this one. I love the other one, the little fish with the mask. To make it darker here. Okay, let's see the hand here. Okay, let's see. Uh, I think she's putting her hair behind her ear. Yep. Ernest is saying 16 by 20. Yeah, 16 by 20. Yeah, I was thinking to paint it in 30 by 40. Maybe it's too big by 30 by 40. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to live stream a 20 by 30 by 40 painting. That's just too big to place the camera and to do all of that. Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna soften this edge. I'm gonna soften the edge on the hair. Here too. gonna paint a little bit of the hair, a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, just that. Okay. Now bubbles here, or I don't know what. There. Okay. Gonna knock down the color here because it's just like too orangey. Everything is too orangey. I'm gonna keep the hand, the ear in this area a little bit orangey. Just I prefer to knock down the color in this area. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. It creates kind of a harmony between the shadow on the hand and the shadow here. Okay. Color here is okay. Let me do something. What if I add some kind of things red as an orange, as a shadow here? Okay, just a tiny touch, okay? A tiny touch of red there. Now let's see, harmony, red, blue. What else? I can make this later, but I said that there's something that I don't think that's gonna be okay. Okay, about here I'm gonna just have the doubt always about this. Okay, just what to do here. Bubbles, I thought it was a nice idea since I have fishes here and it looks like she's like some kind of, I don't know what, under the water or something like that. Yeah, but I'm not so sure. Usually keep painting and painting and thinking, and eventually something is going to come out. But here in YouTube, I think a little bit too much, and sometimes I just paint for hours and I don't have an idea. And when that happens, I just continue painting on let's say, working on details like making the face more realistic, adding a little bit of color here and there. Like right now, I'm adding a touch of red here on the shadows. Okay. I still have to think about this area with maybe I'm just going to, I love this, but the problem with this is that it's just overlapping the shoulder and the arm. like I said before, it's kind of creating some kind of confusion there, but yeah. Maybe the hand is too big at the same time. Yeah? Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I think it's pretty good. Not so sure yet if I'm going to make this a bigger painting. Yeah. But definitely I'm gonna show more. You know that my channel basically I paint portraits. Yeah, but I paint my channel, but I mean I paint more things. Okay, and eventually I'm gonna just show maybe one more painting, like not like this, but let's see if I come out with an idea. First I wanted to make another sketch with a fish, and I'm doing this because I want to paint a bigger version, and it's gonna be this one or the one that I did paint yesterday. Okay, yesterday, no, it was the day before yesterday. I don't know which one I'm gonna paint yet. I hope you like it, and if you like it, if you're not subscribed to my channel, yeah, consider to subscribe if you wanna see more. And if you wanna paint along with me, I have a Patreon account. We paint portraits, still lifes, landscapes. We draw every Tuesday night. We paint Saturdays, and we paint Sundays and Tuesdays. Sundays and Tuesdays we paint portraits for 4 to 5 hours every session. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, let's add some bubbles, okay? Before I go, I wanna see this. Just with pure white. I love bubbles. I have painted bubbles in other paintings. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's it. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I gotta go. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna read some comments. Enjoy hearing. Okay. Bye, Eve. Thank you. Alice is saying, I don't know if their story helps spark your imagination, but they come from Asia originally and live in rice paddies. They can live up to 30 minutes out of water. Oh wow, these fishes? Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, if is about to take a beer, that's a good idea. Hello, Tipu. Thank you, Joshua. Okay. I'm thinking maybe I could add some kind of texture to this kind of wall because it's a wall, but maybe it could be. What if I erase this light here? This. Oops. What if I do that? I erase this, and it becomes like the shadow just in the air. Okay. Can you imagine that without this? Hmm. Look at this here. Yeah, I think it could work. Yeah, because it's just something that it works on the photograph because I know there's a window, but here in the painting. Okay, I'm gonna erase it. If I change my mind, I'm gonna change it. Let's take out this. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, I like it better like that. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you everybody for being here. See you next time. Yeah. Hey, wait, I'm not going yet. That's it? Yeah, that's it. No, it's not. That's it. People saying, I knew you can leave it. You always find something to make it better. Oh, well. Bye. Thank you everybody for being here. Take care everybody. See you next time.